All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honor today. I was a part of Great Millstone, Thomas Truth and Rule Well. Peace, blessings, and citation. Hakim out there, scattered abroad to four corners on the earth. That's serving the truth, not truth and sincerity. So I say Shalom. As a bundle of Bala comes to another video in the spirit. And the topic of this video is going to be about man's going is of the Lord. Okay, and what sparked this video topic was recently we had the apostle calling them the Boston reprobates that supposedly left the camp, man. You know? And then we had Deacon Sakari. I think his name is Deacon Hakai, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and neither here or there, it doesn't matter. But he mostly is trying to blame that the reason why they left the camp or fell out was because of leadership here at GMS. But here in this ministry, we understand that everything is done through the Lord. You know, everything is done through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, if he has people come in this thing, that's up to the Lord. If he has people that fall out these things or decide to lead this thing, that's up to him, man. Okay, because ultimately the Lord is in control. Okay, he's in control of everything that happens here on the planet Earth, man. Everything that happens here under the heavens, man, the Lord is in control. The Lord is in control of things that happens in the heavens as well, man. He's in control of all things. So that's what we understand being his ministry. Okay, we're spiritual minded. You know, these other camps, man, they're carnally minded, man. They don't really understand things through the spirit. You know, they look at things through a point of a man, you know, being just a carnal person instead of looking at things through the spirit. Okay, the scriptures say many are called but few are chosen. So it's gonna be a lot of people that come into the fold, you know, that's gonna be out there doing the work. But as we get closer, because we're in the end times, we're living in the end times now. But as we get closer and closer to the end, okay, the Lord is gonna make it known who are his chosen, you know, who the ones he's really dealing with. So I'm going to grab this. This is John 15:16. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you kind. So this is Yahweh Shai speaking, okay? He said that you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, okay? We didn't choose to come into this thing, man. We didn't choose to wake up to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We didn't just wake up one day and say that we're Israelites, you know, that we're the Lord's chosen people, you know, and that we gonna decide to start reading and get into the scriptures. No, the Lord sparked the light bulb in our head. Salakia. But yeah, the Lord sparked the light bulb in our head. Okay, however he did it, whether it was seeing a video, was it to come across a brother that was in this truth, or whatever the case may be, that was the Lord. Okay, the Lord did that for us to come into this fold. But everyone that comes into this fold it's not going to remain in here. That's why he said that you should go and bring forth fruit and let your fruit remain. Okay, a lot of people that's in this thing, a lot of men that's in this thing, the fruit that they bring forth is not remaining. Okay, because what they done fell out. Okay, so everything they have done is been voided out because they didn't continue in this thing. And I'm gonna grab this. This is Proverbs 20 and 24. It says, "Man goings are up the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?" So the Lord is the one in control. Okay, we're doing the Lord's will. We're not out here doing our own will, man. You know, like we may. Matter of fact, let me see. Is this it? This is Job 33. And I'm going to start at 15. It says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumbers upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. Kind. So while we, like, you may have plans, to do something the next day, but when you fall asleep, the Lord then re-rocked it. Okay, he didn't change the whole thing around. He didn't put his instructions of what he wants you to do for that next day to come. Okay, because we're in this thing to do the Lord's will. We're not in here to do our own thing, man. And that's what happened. Guys is in this thing, they start wanting to do their own thing. They start wanting to add to the scriptures and take away to the scriptures. You're not supposed to be doing that. Okay, whatever the Lord has said in these scriptures, you're supposed to preach it and break it down how exactly it was said. You're not supposed to add to this word nor take away. That's a commandment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because what are you doing? When you do that, then what? You're basically causing confusion. Because we're out here supposed to be what? Feeding the sheep, feeding the flock. Which is who? The Israelites. The niggas, Latinos, and Arab Americans, the Lord's chosen people. We're supposed to be feeding them this wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Exactly how the Lord gave it to us. And when you start going away from that and out here basically adding your little own 2 cents to the scriptures, then what? You're creating confusion. And what? Then you're going to ultimately lead the flock to the slaughter. And you're leading the flock astray. We're supposed to be bringing Jay closer to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And ultimately, we're out here fishing for the elect. We're out here hoping that this falls on the elect's ears and that they come to the fold. Let me get at this. This is 1 Timothy 4:1. It says, now the Spirit speaketh expressly, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with an hot iron. Con. It says in the latter time, that's as that, and things going on, things that are happening, like what has happened to those men in Boston, shows you what times we're in. The scriptures talk about measuring the time diligently. Okay, so you measure the times what? Through prophecy and through these scriptures, man. This is a prophecy right here. It says that in the latter times that some shall depart from the faith. That's a prophecy because that allows you to know that what time you're in. We're in those latter times that this scripture right here is talking about. And what happened? People are departing from the faith. We had them dudes. I can't remember. I think his name was Amor. But those 2 dudes who have completely gone all the way off, they have basically forgotten the whole name of the Lord. They're throwing the whole name of the Lord out the window and bringing in some Greek names, some Greek doctrine in this thing, man. You got the pork dude. I heard saying that you can eat pork, man. All these, you got all these other camps that's just going off when it comes to these scriptures, man. But then you got men that was a part of GMS that's what? That departed from the faith. And what? Giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devil. That's why our apostles and elders on down always talk about you shouldn't be watching all these different camps, man. If you're watching GMS, stick to GMS. If you're a part of GMS, you only should be listening to GMS Akim anyway. Yeah, we'll go watch another camp's video for what? For edification's sake. Not to edify us, but to make sure that they're on point. Not even to make sure they're on point. We don't watch them to learn from them. We may hear that they done went off or something, and we'll watch it. And what? We got to do damage control. We're to correct it. We're not watching them to learn from them or to be edified from them. There's nothing they can teach us because here in GMS, we have the 100% truth. Okay? Brothers may watch it just for entertainment purposes. Like, man, just see what crazy thing they about to say this time. But ultimately, you shouldn't be watching no other camps, man. If for a learning purpose, if you're trying to learn, you should be just watching. If you're in this ministry, if you're under GMS, you should be watching our apostles and elders on down, and that's it, man. And other fellow Akim, and that's it. But when you out here watching these camps and watching these other camps, man, and you give them more time to that than actually studying and learning from our elders and our apostles and the fellow Akim here in GMS, then that's going to happen. You're going to start thinking about other stuff. Basically, that's how I'm gonna say it. That may start making sense to you. You're like, okay, I know I was taught this, but this starting to make a little bit more sense. So I think this actually what that means. But ultimately, that's the Lord allowing that to happen. Because what? We're in a spiritual fight, man. We're in a spiritual fight. And Satan's always trying to mess with us. So that's why you got to make sure you're on point, man. And then what? You're keeping your eyes single. Let me grab this. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:13. It says, but we are bound to give thanks always to Yahweh for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because Yahweh hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the true kind. So the Lord has chosen us, man. So if the Lord has chose you to stay in this thing, then you are. But if the Lord has you want to chosen to fall out of this thing, that's what you're gonna be. And there's nothing, and that's just how the Lord has it set up. Okay, but the true ones are going to stay rooted in this thing. You know, we're not going to fall out. Yahweh Rajah out. We don't, man. The one that truly believe in Yahweh Shema Shai and is doing His will and holding on to this doctrine that we have, man. Because this is precious, man. This truth is precious. This wisdom and knowledge is precious. The scriptures talking about wisdom and knowledge is the stability of thy times, man. So when you read these scriptures and you know that things are going to happen, and then especially like them, they basically saying that he can be saved. Like we've been taught, the scripture saying Sirach 12:10, never trust thy enemy. And Psalms 8:3 clearly tells you who our enemies are. Okay. And then you got scriptures that plainly tell you that I think you can go to Deuteronomy, I think it's 4 or 7 and 6, about how the Lord has chosen us. He's picked us to be the peculiar people unto Him. That we're above all the nations. In Psalms, I think 147 or 149, verses 19 and verse 20, saying He swore His statutes and His statutes to Jacob, His statutes and judgments to Jacob. He has not dealt so in another nation, roughly paraphrasing that scripture. Okay, we have plenty of scriptures where the Lord only talks about that He's only dealing with Israel and He's only coming back to save His people, who are the Israelites. And like I was watching earlier today, I was watching Apostle Gabar. He said, why would you want these people to inherit the promises that were promised to you? That done you so dirty and over the years, over the course of history, that done you that hate you. The scripture talking about Ezekiel 35, they have a perpetual hatred. So why would you want to share promises with people like that? When they continuously to this day oppress you, keep you at the bottom, talk about you behind your back, give you that ill look, don't want nothing to do with you. Why would you want to share your promises with them? Because what? Jake love oppression, man. Jake love E, man. Jake want to join hand in hand with him. So join hand in hand with E all you want. You're going to receive the same destruction that E's going to get. I'm going to grab this last scripture and I'm going to close out. This is Matthew 7 and I'm gonna start at 21. It says, "Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works?" That's going to happen. Because, men that fell out from this thing, they may just go off and do their own thing. They may still try to call on the name and use the names Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? But not everyone that calls onto him is going to what? Shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. You got the poor dude who's trying to bless Thanksgiving and Christmas in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord is not dealing with that. Scripture's talking about how the Lord will not smell in your solemn assemblies. The Lord not dealing with that. So same with these other Jake out here who just because they still call on a name and use a name, the Lord is not going to hearken unto them because what? It says the ones who's doing my Father's will, which is in heaven, is the ones who's going to be granted to enter into the kingdom, man. Let me continue to read. It says, "And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you that work iniquity." The Lord's going to say, I never knew you. Get away from me. I don't know you. It's like you walking down the street, and a nigga walk up to you and say, "Oh, what up, man? What's up?" Try to give you a handshake. You be like, nigga, I don't know you. You ain't been rocking with me. Like say you get famous. You start, you doing good. And there's a random nigga just walk up to you and try to dap you up. Try to rock with you. You gonna be like, nigga, I don't know you. That's what the Lord gonna do. He gonna be like, I don't know you. So what you know my name? So what you call out my name? I don't know you. The scriptures say, who is my brother and who is my father? Or who is my brother, who is my sister? Roughly paraphrasing that. The ones who do the will of my Father, man. I'm going to continue to read. It says, Therefore, whosoever hear these sayings of mine and do them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And that's what's happening, and that's what's going to happen to a lot more Jake out here, man. Okay, the ones who don't have a solid foundation, the one who has not built up themselves upon Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, who has not built their foundation upon Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, the Lord's going to allow them to fall. And the Lord's going to allow us to see it, and it's going to be a great fall. Okay? When the Lord take some of these Jake out, man, we're going to be like, damn. And that's going to be an example. Because the Lord is good at his making examples, man. We got the scriptures to prove that. So, yeah, man. Let's continue to beware, man. Continue to take heed of the times that we're in and the things that's going on. Okay? He said we already, what was it, 10 days? 10 days, 11 days in to 2024, and there's already been a lot of stuff going on. So continue to keep watching. So that's pretty much it for when this video is edifying. I'm going to close out by giving our praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Shalom.